Important step. Look back into it. Look back into it. Right. No, I don't want to level him up any more than I already have. Yeah, got to remember the situation I'm in. Magnetically sealed. Currently online. See if we can find what we need to do. Indeed. Indeed, we've been here. Nothing.
I hear you.
What's going on?
Do I not have any grenades? Shit. Well, explosive ones. I've got sonic ones. Nearby terminal. Oops.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the shield network. However, the shield network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Okay, I'm sure that's false.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the shield network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Nope, that's still gonna get muted.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities. Optimal accuracy ratio.
God damn it.
Let's settle this.
Failing master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi. Relieved. Unnet. Optimal ratio achieved. Optimal.
I hear.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Relieved.
I hear you.
This shall not stop us for long. I hear you. Yes.
Say the word. Just say the word.
Systems failing, Master.
I hear you.
Oh, God. Itchy eyeball. Well, we're obviously not leaving in that. Okay, it's pretty obvious there's nothing. Whoops. Left Bowder behind to get caught.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell?
Because you're a horrible
why did they lock
person.
us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the
remember what
Jedi,
the
and
plot
rightly
twist is.
so. If Atris learns of your choice,
But we'll find out soon
you will
enough.
never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scow like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time on you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
A critical moment.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Indeed. And how do you plan to seek your revenge on me? Or do you intend to take revenge on all the Council as well? So, it is as I suspected. You have already done enough. The dead Jedi, the murders, you have much to answer for, monster. Jedi across the galaxy have been slain or have vanished.
Not me.
A darkness devours them, a new force shrouded by the power of the dark side. You are allied with them, as I suspected. You shall answer for your crimes, after I tear the knowledge of this new threat from you. It was too much to hope for Calvin to finally admit the Council was right. Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber, and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Need to be more like down here. But I like that they showed that light side points gain, dark side points gain, net dark side shift.
Why have you approached me? I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place. Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
I am not.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same. The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques.
Ah, so it's a punch-up.
If you do,
I was just wondering, like, oh, you're not saying no force lightning.
I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us. A test of each other's
I've got no
strength.
chance of winning this because I got 8 strength.
Then let us begin.
This will teach you.
What is a fucking AC? There's a way to check the combat log. Air attack used. Hit 19. Oh yeah. So I've got +6 to hit. And she's got 25 defense. So I've got no real chance of hitting her unless I roll a 19.
You have fallen. Seek one of us out when you...
There we go. I kind of need that 1 feet. +9, 8 to 20. Power attack. +3. It's not worth the decrease to hit chance, especially considering she's got 26 AC.
Why have you approached...
That's probably locked. So it's an exit. This is an exit. T3. What are you doing with my little boy? What are you doing with my little bro? Yeah, we're chugging along nicely. I've got to figure out the best setup for the lightsaber because of the caster build aspect. I'm obviously not going to be hitting with the lightsaber, but it'd be nice to have a lightsaber that provides useful stats. Right, that's the Ebon Hawk, but I want to make sure I've got everything I can get out of this place.
Did you find what you came for? There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. Ah, killing such a one could prove difficult. Yet she distracts you, that is clear, and that may be reason enough. Such distractions could prove fatal against the enemies we face. Direct action is not always the best way. It is a far greater victory to make another see through your eyes than to close theirs forever.
This
Yet
is
all
true.
that lives feels, and where something feels, there is weakness. Very well. He's only sleeping. It's...
I am sorry. I lost consciousness in the crash. I will not, General. The attack was unexpected, but I will not let down my guard again.
Man.
What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. Of course, General. If you wish, I may travel with you or join you at the ship.
Yeah.
Very well, General.
Getting towards where I need to be.
Why have you approached?
Do all these women look alike?
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from...
If you have a reason for approach, I would welcome a chance. Oh, yes. Very well. Have you returned to fight again? Very well. It should... Then let...
Try it
You
again.
have fallen.
What is it?
So we're basically stuck here because I actually want to win the combat. Now I wonder. Oh no, because she's removed from the party automatically. Let's try that.
Have you returned to... Seek one of us out. Have you returned to... There. It... Then...
Come on, dice. Like, we're basically just waiting for the dice to go in our favor.
You have fallen. Seek one...
Just say the word.
Yes.
I hear
I
you.
hear you.
Shit, I'm kind of overspent on med packs. Hang on. Green shine. That feat. Actually, let's try something.
Have you returned? The
Okay.
You have fallen.
Yeah, got stuck having to use my fucking force choke. Just stealing your shit, don't mind me. Got a suspicion I'm stockpiling levels for no reason. With a 26 AC at 8 strength, there's actually no way for me to fight these things. Fight these girls. There's no way for me to hit them on a consistent basis. At +9, I need 17 up. So that's a 17, 18, 19, 20. That's a 1 in 5 chance of hitting them. Which kind of wastes time, really. Now, if I was going a strength build, probably have about +17, +18 to hit.
Why have you We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be. If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail.
Can't open that. Let's just move on.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself.
Actually, the
Some
handmaiden
evils
may
must
be a
be
good
confronted,
melee tank.
and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Did what while you were connected? They'll keep you around after all. Looks like he's downloaded everything off their fucking computer.
What is the machine saying?
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries.
That
This
dude's
call to
mustache
war
is epic.
undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Take it from me.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one. If what we have seen is true.
Jedi?
But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Now this happens. How you doing, Jedi?
Sure
Welcome
like
in,
their
mate.
secrets, don't they?
Dantooine, Nar Shaddaa, Onderon, Korriban, Telos.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Howdy. Welcome in, boss. It very much did. Apparently T3 is fed on a steady diet of baked beans and eggs.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Sister, you and yours are the threat.
If it comforts you to believe
Right?
that, then so be it.
Didn't even excuse
The
himself.
enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this against Atris's wishes, and those of my sisters.
No, she speaks the truth. We will take this servant of Atris with us. I tire of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
I will, if you need me. I shall be in the cargo hold.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Bacon, welcome in.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. We need a power cell.
I've got the power cell.
Matrix, lens, and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're useful.
On your about it. See, he's fucking farting again.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
T3 is trying to convince him to play, what's it called? Jarek or something?
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of
Bizarre.
counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Nah.
Yeah?
Let
How
him
many credits?
let him run unrestricted.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Cheers, lads.
I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well
No,
take
no.
a look at you too.
Touch him and you'll need another cybernetic arm, dude.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yes, I'll be careful. Now, let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot.
Yeah, just leave him a sassy little motherfucker like he seems to be.
I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Okay, let's wander around.
General? Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past. As long as you don't mind having me around, it's a nice change from drifting. I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war. And I don't think I'll be the last. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean? Mostly, I was angry. Angry about what I had done, about why I had done it. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better
Seems
fate.
like a shithole to me.
Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself. Talking to you is better than talking to a something else I can help you. Sorry, General, I'm flat out. Something else. Just working on the ship.
Okay, there's no dark side points to be gained there, so that conversation's going nowhere. Okay, why is my fucking influence with T3 so low? Maybe because I never use him for anything.
Yes? I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him. That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris
Iridonian.
believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Baldur's not Iridonian, he's Zabak. Not Zabak, Zabrak. He's blatantly Zabrak.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved.
He may be an Iridonian
The
Zebrite,
Academy must be
much in the
preserved,
same way Darth Maul
even
was
if it
a
draws strength from
Darthominian
Telos.
Zebrite. No. Darth Maul is a Dathomirian Zabrak. So I guess Bao-Dur is a Iridonian Zabrak.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Bao-Dur was a Zabrak Jedi and engineer from Iridonia, so he's an Iridonian Zabrak.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. More than you know. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more.
That's fair.
Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines,
Ogre
there are
boss.
echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. Good, and then act. That was Revan's way.
Nice.
Yes. Very well. The Jedi, you may have others make. Very well.
I can't remember what the last piece is. Cheese, sugars, and cream. I actually feel like buying a bottle of cream because I do like, not necessarily coffee, but tea with cream is quite yummy.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, but you forced my hand. I've heard about the Force and what it does to people who can't control it, or themselves. And it shows in everything you do, and in your face.
Yeah, look at me with fucking pale ass skin and cracks starting to appear. Yeah, I don't know what you fucking mean.
Look, all I'm saying is that there's a reason you're changing. That power is corrupting you. I can't help but feel it. All of us can. Whatever that witch is doing to you, she's dragging you down into whatever hole she crawled out of. Well, you're starting to get creases. You could pass for the old witch's son.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, move on. Even Hawk. Veragus 2. Talos. Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, Korriban, Dantooine. Start with Onderon. Now I'm just gonna hit the bathroom real quick while that's loading.
Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
I'm in the turret.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now.
Aww.
I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
Weak. So weak. Use the fort, yeah.
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky.
Harden the fuck up.
Days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts. It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target. Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian War started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another. We should explore our...
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predator.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings, and that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
I agree. Going off alone is just asking for trouble. Especially when there's no more reason for it other than a cryptic whim. No offense.
If we hope to get to Onderon and leave this moon, then we need to explore this place. We landed here for a reason, I am certain of it.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
Let's take Kreia and the Handmaiden.
Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Actually, I didn't check this room because that's where the dark side handmaiden appears. One you can fuck. Actually, do I want to take the handmaiden or do I want to take Baldur? Because Baldur is my demolition spot. Baldur and Kreia. Let's just have a look. See what we can do with her.
Yes?
She starts at level 6. Skills. Oh, she's wasted points in... Power Strike is inferior to Flurry. Oh, she's a mess. On the plus side, he's still gaining XP, so that's good.
What is it?
Give me my fucking big gun back. Actually, 7 to 19 plus 8. He's better off unarmed. combat. Back on Canuck. DC, so I got AC 17, I hit with 23. Perfect. Good man, good man. Something I always found useful, and I don't know if you do it. Something I always found useful was using the sprues to practice shit on. Obviously, it might not be wide enough to get bottle. Yeah, I always test the colours on sprues before I put it on the model. So you know the frame you cut the parts out of. Although for camo pattern that might not necessarily be the best bet.
I've got some news. The space battle is still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or
Nice,
maybe
nice,
on the other
nice.
side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
But yeah. Oh no, that's right. You, AJ Shank sent you the 3D printed, so there's not going to be sprues. Yeah, it's looking fucking dope. Although I still contend that the LRM-10 looks better on the shoulders than the LRM-15. Just from a proportion standpoint. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, boss. That's the one thing that shits me about the Mad Cat is the LRM-15. It's just so out of proportion with the rest of the mech. Like, the variant with the LRM-10 looks way better in my opinion.
Let me handle this.
Oh, what have you come down with, boss man? I can't imagine much worse than the Rona. When I had it in February, it kicked my fucking ass all over the shop. Let's wait for force regen. Yeah, I tried to battle through it, but end of the day I had to take 3 days off fucking work to recover. Yeah. Nah, dogs are good to know when something's not right. Even if they are little shits like chihuahuas, I mean, what? Hang on. Wait, my dex is 8 as well.
That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
Yeah, it just seems like toy breeds have a really piss-poor disposition. Because they know if they get in trouble, they'll just get scooped up by the owner. For some reason, hand-to-hand, like, unarmed just works for this fucking build. You gonna fucking patrol or you gonna stand there? Yeah, I mean, that's a huge problem as well, is most... Well, I mean, that's the thing, like, most behavioural problems with dogs come from the owner. Like, I would say most behavioural problems with dogs come from the owner. They don't train them properly, they don't socialise them properly. I mean, this is the other side. That's why I said most, not all. Most. I mean, I'm sure you do your best with Zoe and Maddie, but they're just fucking maniacs.
Let me handle this.
I said most, not all. Most.
How do you like that?
And that fucking droid is just sitting there being a waste of fucking repair parts. Well, those damn Jedi fucking masturbating furiously to their bloody neutrality.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
That's a fucking future Imperial. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's Balder's remote. Like, where's that blaster fire coming from?
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
I don't have the AoE one just yet.
Systems failing, Master.
I hear you. Yes? Yes? What is it?
You wanna fucking fight the enemy or just stand there and look at them?
This won't take long.
How do you like that?
She literally just stood there that fight and just looked at the enemies. Fucking useless. Hurry up and regenerate your force, dickhead. Granted, I don't have the best party composition or build at the moment. How far is she off a level?
Let's go.
Okay.
Stop. That is not the skeletal remnant of a war long past. That is a recent kill. It
Okay.
appears the Duxon isn't as abandoned as we would be led to believe. A few days, a standard week at most. The jungle has not left its mark on his armor yet. You probably have more questions, but let us press forward. You may find...
Okay, I can't get into that place right now.
Let's get this over with. How do you do that?
Shit's starting to just fucking casually resist my force powers.
Hold it right there. We've got you surrounded. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here? Why does everyone except Mandalorians hold grudges after battle? We were both tested, and your side proved more formidable. We honor you for it. We're both veterans, and we can test each other again if you choose. But I have orders. So answer my question. Why are you here? If we were planning to attack you, then we would have opened fire as soon as you entered the clearing. You left yourself exposed on both sides, and you would have been little more than target practice for us. We have orders to escort...
This may prove of use to us. Let us hear.
You are coming with us. I'm supposed to escort you peacefully, but the alternative is quite acceptable. So your choice is... Looks like they'll...
Let us end this.
That is enough.
Okay, attempts were made.
So you're the one that picked a fight with my sentries. The sensors also picked up your battle in space. You've had a pretty busy day. That ends now. No more fighting in our camp. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian could aspire to. When our leader falls in battle, the most worthy takes his place. So even though your army killed our leader, it was only a matter of time before we chose someone new. Me. So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth.
Fair enough.
I don't travel with anyone I'm not sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be a liability. Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding. Many Mandalorians have fallen from the path of honor and are now no more than common mercenaries. But that is changing. This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last. Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret. Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong. We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge. Covert camps are not meant to... I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more support. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Well, that's rude. I must check that the main character has that feat. Ah, I got 2 powers.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? So far you have... There is one thing. Before your ship landed, we were preparing some demolition work. All the activity forced my men to stop before they finished. The charges need to be detonated before anybody comes across them, so all you'd have to do is flip a switch. You asked if there was anything you could do, and I told you. Nothing in this jungle is as simple as it seems, though. We were trying to uncover the entrance to a hidden cache of old Mandalorian equipment. The explosives should be easy to find. Canics are nothing more than pests, but they're not much more than a couple of plasteel cylinders. Before you get any bright ideas, if you uncover cache B13, leave it alone. Even if you survive the traps, it would require military-grade explosives to open without the proper access codes. What's in... Be careful.
Okay. Whiskey? Oh, God. Scan on, bud. Yeah, not too much, just relaxing on a Sunday afternoon. Aye. So sort of at a point in the game where we talk to anyone who's got a name.
So you are the visiting Jedi. A few. No fights to the death. Other parts of our training weed out the weak among us, but that isn't the function of the battle circle. There are individual rules for each fight. The warrior with greater honor determines those, which in your case means any Mandalorian makes the rules. Our history is one of battles and wars, but there are times when even we must deal with peace. It pales to what we really thirst for, honor in battle, but it keeps us prepared. Talk to the sergeant if you want to fight. A few. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our... Two rules never change. Once you enter the circle, you leave the circle only if your opponent is defeated. The other rules are decided for each individual. Break any rule. We are not merchants. We are Mandalorians. Be careful when... Is there anything else? You are new here, so you will fight... No weapons, no... Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death... Step into the back... Oh!
This is gonna be simple.
The match between Jedi... The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. For Mandalore! This is our bet, even if the sergeant lets you fight. For Mandalore! For Mandalore! I have lost. But this was no true. But there were others already here. Here to watch him. After defeating Davos, since he is the challenger, you get to... I will send a runner to Kek. Violated the rules of the... You used an item. You must follow all the terms. If you fight again, follow these rules.
Yeah, that bastard's fucking saves too high.
This is our... Even if... Your ship's pilot and gunner are both skilled. You destroyed many Onderon fighter craft.
So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead. You always had hidden strengths. I have studied much... This is not a battlefield, Jedi. If it were, I trust you wouldn't have the same opinion. I prepare and train, readying my mind and weaponry for a real challenge. Peace is not our natural element. Mandalorians handle it differently. I focus on educating myself in the No, it is up to the... Perhaps... This is not... You... But I...
Here to what? After since... I will send a runner to Kek. The match between...
The Jedi is the
Just let the force regenerate. Wow, he's got AC-31.
You have violated the rules of the battle. You used a force power. That's your second violation.
Oh, couldn't be fucked. Okay, aside from the guys at Zuka.
Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle's sensors can't cover the whole moon. Seems just about everything involved with the relay dish is broken. I've been trying to fix it for weeks.
It seems like you shit.
I can take a look at it, if you will permit it.
If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there, and the relay maintenance structures behind me. You can find the telemetry computer in there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer.
That part's rare enough in most spaceports. Finding one here would be difficult.
We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming Canox ate it. Just gut Every Cannock you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts.
Okay then.
Alright then.
So, you're the Jedi the camp's been talking about. Are you planning on exploring the jungles to the south? I'm Zarga. I instruct our raw Mandalorian recruits in the ways of discipline and battle. I sent one of my warriors, Kumas, into the jungle. It's been 3 days, and I want you to bring back his corpse and his survival pack. Good point. I don't want his body, just his equipment. Field strip the corpse and bring the gear back. Do as you will, but you won't impress anyone here by scavenging through the jungle for the gear of
He's
our
got a
fallen
point.
brothers.
Let's call it there. That seems a good enough place to call it. We've got a few things to do in the jungle in the next session. Anyway,